PDOs, we get asked about them all the time, and my quick answer to the PDO Thread Lift is it's equivalent to garbage. I want to explain to you why though. PDO Thread Lifts aren't new. PDO Thread Lifts actually were used a lot in the 90s, which I realize feels like a long time ago, but people like myself, it wasn't that long ago. And they work, they're little barbs. So they look like a suture, but they've got these little barbs on them, kind of like fishing wire. And the idea was you could put it in, and as you pulled it back, these barbs would catch it, and you could pull stuff back. And in the 90s, they caught on really hard because it was like, well, this is awesome. We can actually do these little minimally invasive tightening. But they fell away because these sutures, just like other sutures, dissolve, typically over 3 to 6 months. And as they start dissolving, they start losing their ability to push and lift. And so when you did these PDO thread lifts 3 to 6 months later, these people would come back unhappy. And that's why the PDO thread lifts essentially went away in the 90s. People are like, I'm done with this. It doesn't work. It's not a good long-term solution. It's expensive. It really isn't worth what's being done. And you say, well, what happened? There has been some technology change, and there's some sutures that last a little bit longer, but essentially what happened is the 1990s were 30 years ago, so most of the people that use this forgot about it. And so now they're trying them out, and we're seeing that same wave. Go in, super cool. Guess what? They come back 3 to 6 months later, they're not happy. So I would tell you, you are better off spending your money on just about anything else. The only idea I could see why you would ever want to use a PDO thread lift, is, in my opinion, is if you had a big event to go to and you were looking just for a little change and you didn't mind the fact that you're probably going to spend somewhere around $3,000 to $5,000 to get that change for a couple months because it would mean that you have good photos for that period of time. That's it. That is not surgery. That's it.